Get away from me.
Come on, dude.
Sit down.
Dad,
Sit down.
Stop. Dad. No, for real, stop. Listen to it.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Why would you do something like that?
I just came over to get I told Peter I was going to come and talk to you. How come you're harassing my son?
Why would you do what you just did? You pulled up to me and came yelling at me.
Welcome back to Cops Quiz. Did you know that incidents of police misuse of tasers have been alarmingly high? Today, we bring you a troubling story of an innocent citizen who faced this exact horror due to a corrupt cop's actions. This episode highlights the pressing need for accountability in law enforcement. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening stories and analyses. Let's get it on. On January 16, 2022, a Mountain Air Police Department officer was parked by a sidewalk in his patrol car, apparently following a young man without cause. The young man's father, Mr. Popeye, decided to intervene. After parking nearby, Mr. Popeye approached the officer to ask what was happening. It's important to note that such interactions are legal, as citizens generally have the right to question on-duty law enforcement officers.
I go to work, come home, my son is a good 6 kid.
Despite Mr. Popeye's non-threatening demeanor, the officer brandished a taser, a response deemed excessive and potentially illegal by the American Civil Liberties Union, which outlines specific circumstances for taser use. Mr. Popeye's honking before approaching further indicated no immediate threat. The situation escalated when the officer accused Mr. Popeye of assault, a claim that appeared baseless and possibly fabricated.
Get back away from me.
No. I'm gonna talk to him.
We have freedom of speech,
yeah.
but we just
Get back.
need to-
Get away from me.
Come on, dude.
Sit down.
Dad,
Sit down.
Stop.
Record it,
Dad. No,
record it.
for real, stop. Listen to it.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Why would
are
you do something like that?
I just came over to get I told Peter I was going to come and talk to you. How come you're harassing my son?
Why would you do what you just did? You pulled up to me and came yelling at me.
Because you weren't paying attention, so I honked at you. Because I'm seeing what the heck's your problem. What's going on?
You are threatening me for no reason.
I came to see what the heck the problem was. How come you're harassing my family and me?
Go stand over there. Go stand over there.
Yeah.
Do you have a gun?
Dad,
No, I don't have no gun.
Dad, I don't want you to get freaking shot or teased.
Let him
man.
shoot me. He wants to do something.
Now listen to me. What you're doing is absolutely wrong. So first of all, this is very inappropriate what you're doing. You're threatening me while I'm
not
sitting.
threatening you. I'm not threatening you.
Go over there.
Oh, we need witnesses, man. I don't want you to shoot my dad for no reason, man.
Go ahead and put that down for a second.
No, don't put it down for a second. Don't put it
I
down at all.
I could record, man.
105 dispatch. I have a gentleman at Taser Point who's assaulted me. Is there any SO in the area? I'm at the 7-Eleven.
That's
We
it.
can't win against that dad.
I was approached by Edward Padilla and he's threatening me. I have him at Taser Point.
This incident raises significant legal and ethical issues. Legally, assault involves attempting to harm someone using force. But Mr. Popeye's actions did not meet this definition. Additionally, the officer's instruction to stop recording potentially violated First Amendment rights, which protect the freedom of the press. Preventing someone from recording events exceeds an officer's authority. The officer's subsequent report included several falsehoods, suggesting a lack of truthfulness. He expressed dissatisfaction with Mr. Popeye's non-compliance and alleged further assaults, which investigations found unsubstantiated.
I've asked you to stop doing what you're doing, okay?
He can record.
Though.
So listen to me.
Record this, Dominic, too. Because this dude wants to shoot me, bro. He said I'm threatening him.
Get out of here. Go now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me telling you to get out of here? Dude, leave, okay? Go ahead and sit down on the ground. Sit down on the ground.
I want us to get shot, man.
Don't listen to him what he's telling you to do, all right? You're both being detained. Sorry to wake you up. Sitting at 7-Eleven, Popeye rolls up on me in his son's car. He approaches the car and he starts screaming at me. So I 100% feel like it's an assault. Pulled out my taser and pointed at him. I my taser away, but it's fucking an assault. He's threatening me. No, but you know, at some point I have to put him in handcuffs because I have some SOs coming. He's just verbally assaulting me. There's no reason for him to be coming over here and doing what he's doing. I'm in the parking lot 7-Eleven with my lights on, headlights on. He drove straight at me, parked 10 feet away from me. Yeah, because I've given commands to tell him to stop, and he's on the phone. I've told him not to go on the phone. I'm trying to not escalate to this to where It's a physical thing because that's what they want. He's now called more people and more people are showing up.
Mr. Popeye and his son were unlawfully detained without reasonable suspicion. The officer exaggerated the situation, falsely suggesting an ambush attempt by Mr. Popeye. Discussions between authorities led to Mr. Popeye's apprehension without evidence of illegal activity. During the encounter, another officer arrived, and the primary officer displayed extreme fear and paranoia, falsely indicating danger. Mr. Popeye was then falsely accused of instigating a disturbance. The officer made serious allegations against Mr. Popeye, suggesting crimes he hadn't committed, including assaulting an officer, resisting arrest, and obstructing justice despite a lack of evidence. The situation escalated further when the officer falsely accused Mr. Popeye's son of attempting to fight the police.
See, Chief, this feels like an ambush, like he's doing this on purpose. Yes, he's filming me and he's calling people. So I am going to hook him for assault. I'm not doing anything to them. I'm sitting here in the, I do feel threatened by the fact that he's called people and this dude has come. Yeah, so I'm going to detain them and interview them under Miranda and then just determine. Okay. No one asked you to talk to him. Come over here. So thank you for coming, sir. These gentlemen approached me in an aggressive manner. I pulled my taser on them. Both of them are going to be detained in handcuffs.
With the blue shirt, come over here.
Popeye, come here. Popeye, put your hands on top of your head.
Huh?
Put your hands on top of your head.
You gotta talk to them,
Okay, put your hands down. Edward Padilla, I'm going to read you something, all right? You have the right, keep your hands out of your pocket. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can use against you in court. You have a right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. So Edward Padilla, what you've done is caused a situation where you've had the state police come here, the sheriff's office come here. What your aggression today is, as soon as you came up here, I started recording you. And Edward, the reason I'm choosing not to put you in handcuffs is because all these people here, I don't know who has guns. Put your hands down. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. You're going to get charged with a crime today. 100% you're going to get charged with a crime today. Okay, so you're going to get charged with a crime. Go stand over there. So, Poppy, you're going to get charged with an assault against a police officer, resisting, evading, and obstructing.
Mr. Popeye and his son faced law enforcement, with Mr. Popeye's son receiving a summons and Mr. Popeye facing more severe consequences, including a night in jail and formal processing the next day. This discrepancy raises questions about the fair application of justice. Mr. Popeye's attempts to seek redress were met with frustration, as both the police chief and the mayor declined to take action.
And Popeye, the reason why you're not going to go to jail and you're going to be summoned for this is that you called all these people to come here. Yeah. Put your hands behind your back. I'm arresting you. These people are assisting me.
Like I said, I wasn't here, so if he's making a decision, I'm here to support him. So everything goes smooth, you won't hear anything.
Caesar, I might need some assistance because I can only hold one person at a time. Josiah, you're under arrest. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Can I ask for what?
I've explained it to you.
You didn't tell me what I was.
Assault on a police officer, resisting, evading, and obstructing, okay? It led you down this path, and you involved your son, and that's why I was so patient with this whole thing. I don't really want to talk to you about what you're talking to. So, dude, I'm going to release the kid. Josiah, you're going to get released. You're still going to get summons for this, but your father caused all this. you ever been arrested before?
Yeah.
Okay, come on in. So, Popeye, I'm going to be more relaxed with you than a regular prisoner. Do you have anything else in your pockets? Or are you going to get too hot with what you have on? You've only been arrested for fighting. And do you understand what Miranda rights mean, Winston? So Miranda rights mean, do you have anything in your shoes? Yeah.
That's all I went for.
Yeah, but you just heard me. The people that I arrest, right? Criminal. All right.
As of the recording date, it's unclear if the charges against Mr. Popeye and his son have been dropped. However, in May 2022, Officer Brent Woodard, involved in the incident, resigned from the Mountaineer Police Department. A video of him forcibly ejecting a woman from her home went viral. Officer Woodard was also charged with misdemeanor battery for an off-duty incident in 2016 while working for the Bosque Farms Police. Despite his persistent bad behavior, his law enforcement certification remains valid. In April 2021, Mr. Thomas, a dedicated Texas firefighter, was driving home from work in Denton County when he noticed a patrol car following him. Soon after, he was pulled over by 2 deputies from the Denton County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Thomas had not exhibited any erratic driving behavior and was stopped for exceeding the 50 mph speed limit.
Lake Crest, Eldorado, Frankie Boy, X-ray 569. All right, your contact.
Initially, the officers had a legitimate reason to stop Mr. Thomas for speeding. During their conversation, one officer suspected Mr. Thomas might be intoxicated, while the other disagreed. Eventually, both officers concluded that Mr. Thomas appeared impaired, prompting a deeper investigation. They began searching the neighborhood for additional evidence, suggesting an effort to build a case against him.
For me, back with you in a few minutes, all right? Oh, real quick, would you mind pulling up to that next intersection, take a right?
He almost seemed like zonked out.
What?
He almost seemed like he was zonked out. Just watching him just move around very slow. So, I mean, firefighter stops in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
So there's some things that aren't matching right now. So go and run him.
28-year-old white, male, license to carry handgun, license.
That's probably where it's taking me. Is that a trailer park out here in Little 10-4. Show me the route to there.
See anything weird?
I'm either going to be heading to lot 405 or lot going to be
Hello, I'm Deputy Brent with the Denton County Sheriff's Office. I didn't catch you earlier. Where were you coming from today? Have you had it?
Lake Village.
Over where?
Lakewood Village.
Over in Lakewood Village?
Lake Dallas.
In Lake Dallas? Okay. How much you had to drink today? What have you taken today? You taking no prescription narcotics or anything like that?
Deputy Brand and his colleague extended the encounter with Mr. Thomas after a brief conversation and questioning. Although they didn't detect any alcohol odor from Mr. Thomas or his vehicle, they found his movements slow and wanted to determine if he was under the influence. Mr. Thomas had mentioned taking ADHD medication, such as Adderall, which can increase blood pressure, body temperature, and heart rate, and promote wakefulness and appetite suppression. These effects could explain his slow movements, but the officers didn't seem to consider this explanation, and instead conducted an inquiry based on the theory that he was drunk.
Are you prescribed anything?
Actually, I prescribed Adderall. Take medication.
Okay. When was the last time you took that?
Today, earlier when I was at work.
Okay, when you at work? What time do you work today?
From 7 till 3. I had a detached retina a few years ago, and then I've had 5 surgeries since then. And anyway, it's been long on me from work in the field.
I got you. I'll be right back with you, all right? It's a better excuse for his eye. He's still acting kind of odd. Do you think he's normal, or do you think he's just lethargic? Mm-hmm.
Slow moving.
Do you think it possibly could be intoxicated? Okay. Do you want to run him through the SFSTs?
Okay. Say that again.
You want to run him through SFSTs?
Okay.
When you pull him out, qualify him for the HGN, he may not be a candidate, especially if he has detached retina. That may not be an option. Can you start me covered for a 55 investigation? And so even if he has like only one good eye, we can in theory still do HGN on him. We're gonna let him run with it open, because even if you do HGN, as you work the good eye out, you're still gonna see signs of that. He mentioned Adderall. Adderall's a stimulant. So we may not see HGN on a stimulant. He doesn't appear to be like tracking very well. Speed is a big indicator of intoxicated driving, as well as he was very slow to move everything out of his wallet and just kind of maneuver in general. Let's pull him out. We'll just talk to him outside of the car for a little bit. When he gets out of the truck, watch his movements. That's one of the best indicators. See.
Mr. Thomas agreed to take a sobriety test, though such tests are often debated for their accuracy. Nonetheless, he performed well on all exercises. According to the officer, Mr. Thomas excelled in the initial horizontal gaze nystagmus (HGN) test, which involves following a stimulus with one's eyes. He did not show signs of impairment like involuntary eye movements. However, he had some difficulty with the walk and turn test, showing a slight tremor in his legs, likely due to his age, which is over 50. He also struggled with the one-leg stand test, which requires balancing on one foot for an extended period.
I'm gonna reduce my front ones. I see that. $34.38. $34.38. What happened to your eye again? I only caught part of that
I had
story.
a detached retina, and then the subsequent surgeries have led to it. It's kind of got a blue haze, but sometimes it gets kind of irritated. It turns red. And
When's the last time you took any medication today?
Oh, like 2
o'clock today?
2 o'clock or something. Like.
Just given kind of everything I've seen so far, I just want to make sure you're safe to operate your truck. So we're going to run you through just a few standardized field tests. Have you ever had a traumatic brain injury?
No.
Okay, nothing like that? Other than detached retina, any other medical issues?
No.
Other than Adderall, are we taking anything else right now? No. Just Adderall?
No.
And what's the Adderall for?
Attention deficit.
ADHD?
Yeah.
Okay, or ADD?
Okay, just stand right here on the flat ground, facing me. Put your legs together, feet together like this. So I'm gonna have you stand like this.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can reach. Don't look anywhere, or don't move your head. You're just gonna look at the pin.
I can see a little bit through this right eye, but it's kind of a shadow more.
That's okay. And I'm gonna go up, but don't, or move your head around. Turn your head around backwards. You're not gonna be able to see it if I go up from there. Okay. Next test, stand over here on the grass real quick. That way I have a flat surface to walk onto. So imagine there is an inch long line right here in front of you, or right in front of me. I'm gonna put you right here. So pretend one is in front of you too. You stand there and I'll stand off.
Okay.
I changed my mind. Now, pretend there's the straight line right in front of you, inch wide. Okay, put your left foot on the line. Okay, and then put your right foot right in front of your left foot with your heels touching your toes. And then keep your arms down by your side. Remain like that until I tell you to start the test, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Series of small steps.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. 1, 2. And then turn around and go back?
Yep.
Okay. My legs are so
So
floppy
your legs
now.
feel weak?
Yeah. One of those.
Deputy Brand conducted 2 additional minor tests to aid his assessment. All evaluations that did not require Mr. Thomas to use his legs were successful. Deputy Brand reported that Mr. Thomas performed satisfactorily, making intoxication unlikely. Following the final test, the officers, joined by a third who had just arrived, concluded that Mr. Thomas was sober. Their concerns centered on the presence of Adderall, a legally prescribed ADHD medication, in his system. Despite all officers acknowledging on camera that Mr. Thomas was not intoxicated, they arrested him for driving under the influence, a clear contradiction. This wrongful arrest severely impacted Mr. Thomas's life.
Okay, well, I got one more test for you, okay? Around and face me, put your feet together, arms down by your side. And then keep your arms just like that and your feet just like that until I tell you otherwise. So the next test, you're gonna raise one foot, either one, approximately 6 inches above the ground, with your foot parallel to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, remember, look down at your elevated foot, keep your arms down by your side. All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003.
You keep going until I tell you to stop.
Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014.
Put your feet together, hand 2 by your side, and just face me. You can face me. When I tell you to, I want you to tilt your head back. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine the passing of 30 seconds.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
May I begin? How long was that?
30 seconds? Was that?
36. Pretty close. Same thing. You're going to stand there. You're going to tilt your head back, just like this.
All right.
Look at me. Get your hands. If this is your nose, I want the tip of your finger to tip your nose. Not the size or not the pad. The
Okay.
tip to your nose. All right? Right? You can put it back down. You can put it back down. Right? You can put it down on your own. Left? You good? Go ahead and have a seat for me right there on the bed of your truck for a second. We started a little early, mostly because I wanted to kind of get him out and get going. I told you probably wouldn't see it based on what he said. So he admitted taking Adderall today at 3. So do you believe he's intoxicated?
I believe he's unable to drive from whatever he has. I don't know about
That
alcohol.
a medical emergency, or are we talking about intoxication? We're probably going to try to do a DRE. We'll try to do a DRE at the jail. Because I don't think it's alcohol. I don't see any signs of alcohol. I see some signs of the narcotic that he admitted to.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We are putting you under arrest for driving while intoxicated. Stand up, turn your hands, put your hands behind your back,
Turn around.
turn around.
Do you have anything in your pockets that would hurt me or poke me?
My keys and my glasses.
Okay. Do you have anybody at home who could come up here and pick up your dog?
No.
No one at home?
No.
Okay. All right. Like I said, if you're willing to give me somebody to call, I'll personally call myself. If not, I'm going to have to call my animal control officer and they're going to pick up your dog.
Where's the animal control?
He works for my agency. I have to call him to come over here with me.
Where is he?
Where is this in Denton? About 5 minutes from our jail. I want you to just get over a little bit because I have a little space for your hands right over here. So if you move your hand to your left a little bit, you'll find that little gap.
Although the case didn't go to trial for 2 years, he faced significant consequences, losing his job after an investigation at the fire department where he had worked for nearly 30 years, paying $1,000 bail, losing his dog, and having his movements restricted by a bail bondsman. Additionally, his father's illness required him to pay $3,400 for a lawyer. Mr. Thomas disclosed that he had had surgery in the past that had impacted his balance, even though he maintained sobriety at the time of the arrest. While his attorney claimed the charges were dismissed, recent news raises questions about the possibility of a civil lawsuit or other resolution.
Thank you for watching Cops Quiz. This incident is a clear reminder of why we must hold law enforcement accountable. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on critical issues like this. Goodbye, and see you again in the upcoming video.